So you're moving to Warrensburg or you're PCSing to Whiteman Air Force Base, and oh my gosh, how much does it cost to live here? Can you afford it? I can help you with that. Today, we're gonna talk about what's the cost of living in Warrensburg, Missouri in 2025. Stay tuned. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe right down below because I make a video every single week. You're gonna wanna get notified, and my contact info is right down there. So if you're coming here or if you're watching this video like, oh my gosh, Eva, I have so many questions, do not hesitate. Reach out, call me, text me, email me. I love talking to people. Today, internet friends, we are gonna talk about how much does it cost to live in Warrensburg, Missouri, or Noster, both kind of the same, right next to Whiteman Air Force Base, here smack dab in the middle of the Midwest. So I know the prices here are gonna be a lot different from the prices on the East Coast or the West Coast. So I talked to so many people who are coming to work at Whiteman Air Force Base or moving here, and they just don't know what to expect. So I figured I would actually bust out my handy dandy, I wrote them down on a piece of paper, utility bills, and I would tell you guys basically what you're gonna pay for your water, for your sewer, for your gas, for your power. How much does milk cost? Actually, later in this video, I'm gonna take a little trip to the local supermarket, and I'm actually going to get footage of how much things cost in the grocery store. So you can really be prepared when you're coming here. What are you gonna pay? Here we go. Okay, so I have this sheet of paper, and I actually went online to all of my utility bills, and I did an average of everything. And then I went to my sister because my utility bills are a little high because I'm a little bit of a prima donna. I really like my house to be like 68 degrees all the time. Wintertime, summertime, I don't care. I'm a little weird. So my electric bill and my gas bill are a little bit higher than normal. And I have a sprinkler system on my yard, so we use a lot more water. But I wanted to be real, I wanted to be true with y'all and tell you what my utilities cost here. But then I also got the average utility companies of a normal person who is not weird. And so you can kind of compare and contrast. Both are around a 2,500 square foot house here in Warrensburg, Missouri. So let us start. So my average utility bill over a 12-month period was around $178 per month. Again, I like my house a certain temperature. Now, a normal person who's not a little bit crazy, the average utility bill is more like $150 per month. Now, there's a little bit of fluctuation there. It's a lot less in the wintertime and a little bit more in the summertime, but your average over the entire 12 months is gonna be about $150. Next, oh, and Evergy is our utility company here for the most part. So if you're moving here and you need to put the utilities in your name, Google Evergy. Moving on to Missouri American Water. So that is the main water company here in Warrensburg, Missouri. And my average water bill is double other people's average water bill, but that's because I have a very beautiful yard. It's very large. My husband loves it. He actually stands out on our back deck and drinks his coffee every morning and yells at the deer for walking through his yard. And then he watches his yard being watered. So I guess he can watch the grass grow and pat himself on the back for having such a beautiful yard. But what that means is our water bill is about $180 per month. Yes, it is a lot. The average person's water bill in Warrensburg is about $50 per month. So that way you can kind of get an idea. Okay, moving on. Oh, I just wanted to add in here. So in my house, it's a 2,500 square foot house. It was built in 1970. It was remodeled. We also have energy efficient windows, so that does help quite a bit. Also in my family, we have 6 people, and that'll also give you kind of an idea in terms of, water usage and sewer usage. So for a family of 6, this is kind of what the price is. So you can kind of like guesstimate from that. But moving on, our sewer bill is also a little bit higher, I think probably because there's so many kids, and also we've been working on potty training the last like 2 years. That probably makes a difference. But our sewer bill, our average sewer bill is $85 per month. For the regular person, probably a family of 4 who is not potty training 2 toddlers, the average sewer bill is about $35 per month. So moving on, okay, so the sewer is actually the Warrensburg City sewer. So to find the sewer company or to pay your bill, you would actually put in, City of Warrensburg, and there's a section there on the homepage for how to pay your sewer bill. And it's very easy. You actually can't call and set it up. You have to set up your account with Missouri American Water. And by doing that, it will automatically set you up a sewer account. You have to pay your first water bill, then you pay a sewer bill. That's how it works. Maybe it doesn't work like that everywhere. It's kind of weird here, but there you go. Moving on, trash. I say that with a little bit of dread because recently here in Warrensburg, we have had a kerfluffle with trash companies. How it all started was, it was just Heartland Waste. Heartland Waste sold to Republic. Republic lost its darn mind for a long time and then branched off into all these other little trash companies like J&S. And then at the end of this last year, and the beginning of this year, the city of Warrensburg said, we're done with this nonsense. We're just going to have a city-run trash company. So that's supposed to start in March. So we're all waiting to see what happens because Republic no longer takes any more trash customers in Warrensburg. So the city has said that if you use the Warrensburg City trash, it's going to be $35 per month for 1 recycling bin and 1 trash bin. Double that if you use 2 bins. Or you can go with a couple other local trash companies like J&S, who they charge around $65 per month for 2 bins. I'm not a giant fan of that company. I mean, the people who work at that company is amazing. I don't like that you can't put, this is real talk and this may get me in some trouble, but they don't accept loose garbage in their trash cans. You have to have it bagged. So if, I don't know, your children go and throw a soda pop can or, a dirty raccoons, ignore her. Oh, that's a great point. If raccoons get in your trash bag and rip open the bags, my sister who lives right outside of town has this problem. If they get in the bags and get trash out, they will not take it. So you have to have everything contained in a trash bag for them to take it. So I did not like that because I have children and they throw things in the trash containers as they're supposed to, but then the trash company won't take it because it's not in a bag. So there's a couple other companies in town. They're about all the same price, between $35 to $50 per bin, and they pick up on different schedules. But hopefully soon the city gets its you-know-what together and gets the whole trash system figured out, because then it'll make everyone happy. Okay, moving on. So those are the main utilities, or the only utilities that you're going to pay when you're moving to Warrensburg. So I also wanted to add in prices of restaurants and just to give you some information of how much it'll cost to take your family out to eat. Because I know with my family, we go out to eat a couple times a month and it's so much less expensive here than I think it would be up in Kansas City or down in St. Louis or in Sedalia or other places. I can take all 4 of my children and then my husband and I, and we go out to eat, and we can go to Raging Bull, or Colton's, or O'Barney's, any one of the nicer restaurants here in Warrensburg, and have everyone get a drink, get 2 appetizers, and everyone gets an entree. The kids eat off the kids' meal, we eat regular adult meals, and the cost is around $120. So I hope that kind of gives you an idea of the cost of restaurant prices. I'm about to go to ye old grocery store and I'll just get some footage of what the cost of things are here. What does milk cost? What do eggs cost? Ooh, secret tip. if you don't want to pay grocery store prices for eggs, there are so many little farms in Warrensburg that you can get literally hen-laid fresh eggs for less than $5. It's usually between $3 and $5 a carton, but it's literally directly from a farm laid yesterday. All you need to do is go on the Warrensburg Facebook page. It's, you know, the Berg or the Berg Review, and just type in, I would like some local farm fresh eggs. Where should I go? And like 18 million people will respond to you. There's also always little signs out. Or, ooh, I just remembered, 121 Farmhouse, which is a local farm store. It's adorable, I love it. They always have farm fresh eggs too. So there's so many different places here in town. You can get actually like fresh produce, Warrensburg Farmers Market in the summertime. There's also a lot of local beef providers and poultry providers that are at the Warrensburg Farmers Market, or have little stores here in town, or Facebook pages where you can just be like, I would like to order one side of pork, please, or half a cow, and they will deliver it to you. It's wonderful. So many options if you're not into the big regular grocery stores. But just in case, I'm gonna get y'all some prices. Here we go.
Okay, so you know how I said that I was gonna go to the grocery store and show you prices of things? Well, we had a blizzard, so I did not go to the grocery store, but what I did is pull up one of our local grocery stores online to kind of give you an idea of what the cost of regular staples are, because I know they really vary from state to state. For example, if you go to Alaska, your grocery prices are going to be a lot higher, or like the East or the West Coast versus the Midwest. And again, remember, a lot of things like eggs and meat and poultry, you can actually get from local farms and local stores, which I would highly recommend. But for Hy-Vee, for example, that's one of our local grocery stores, you can get a gallon of just regular milk for $2.76. Or if you're fancy and have picky children like I do, you can get the Fairlife milk, and it's about $5. I go through about 8 of those a week. I have a lot of children. If you want to go get some eggs at the store and not from a local farmer, it's going to cost you about $6 for a dozen of eggs. Or if you get the Happy Eggs from the Happy Chickens, it's also going to be around $6. But you can go to a local farm and get a dozen eggs for $5, and they're free-range chickens that live right here in Missouri, and I highly recommend that. Yes. Okay. Regular old things. Everyone's very interested, weirdly, to see how much toilet paper costs here in the Midwest. And I didn't think that there was like a run on toilet paper, and the prices are different. It is just as expensive here as it is everywhere else. You can get a big thing of it for about $10. I recommend trying the dollar store. Sometimes they have really good sales. But for produce, that's the other thing that I get most commonly asked. So, for example, if it is not farmers market season here in Warrensburg, see if I can type. Produce here is not terribly expensive. For example, you can get bags of salad for $3 to $5. Apples are around $1 or so each. You have watermelons, you have tomatoes, blueberries are about $5 for a carton. So not terrible. Less expensive, again, than the East Coast or the West Coast, or places like Alaska or Hawaii. I always recommend being, gardening and growing your own. I say that, and then I try to do it, and it's always horrible. And all the deer get a wonderful treat all spring and summer, and then I get like one teeny carrot. But I digress. So here's kind of an idea of the prices of groceries here in Warrensburg, Missouri. I hope this helped. Okay, talk to y'all later.
Wow, I hope you guys enjoyed my adventure video of how much does it cost to live in Warrensburg. And if you have any questions, do not reach out and call me. Okay, no. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out. Call me, text me, email me. I love talking to people. Again, my name's Eva Norton. I'm a real estate agent here in Warrensburg, Missouri, and I hope I helped you find out some information about our town. Have a good one. See you next time.